Welcome back to CruiseAway, your perfect escape from the everyday reality of life and into a world of holiday planning with fantastic exclusive cruise and stay adventures across the globe. It's Derek and Joe back with some fantastic ideas to get your imagination going. This show you were just going to love.
Oh, absolutely right, Joe. This is the chance to get away from it all, and this time we're featuring the fun, family-friendly cruise line that not only is the biggest name in the cruising industry in the world, but has over 50 years of experience in giving you the most amazing smile from the moment you step on board one of their famous red funnel ships. It has to be the one and only Carnival Cruise Line, which makes me smile just saying the name.
Oh yes, they're always super fun. And in the show we have 3 amazing adventures. We'll be cruising from Sydney to Singapore later on in the Carnival Splendor for July next year. We'll be taking a trip for May over 24 nights that combines the fire and ice of Hawaii and Alaska with a twist of Elvis fever thrown in too, and climbing the streets of San Francisco. And that's all coming up later. But first, let's get our first taste of the Carnival vibe on board as we take a fascinating multi-center DreamAway package, taking in the US, Alaska and Japan all in one. It's 24 nights all told, starting on the 20th of August next year, where we will fly you from Sydney to Los Angeles in California and spend 2 nights there in a hotel, getting acclimatized. Oh, fantastic.
Well, you're in Hollywood now, baby.
You are in Hollywood. You could go, dreams can happen. You could head down, talking of dreams can happen, you can head down to the fabulous Santa Monica Boulevard. So many movies and songs have been, set here. Venice Beach, Malibu, perhaps. You are not far, by the way, from Disneyland and Knott's Landing theme park, so Knott's Berry Farm, not too far away. But you also have the Sunset Strip. You've got to head there, haven't you? Get an In-N-Out burger, head off to some of the famous bars on Rodeo Drive. Then we're boarding the beautiful Carnival Panorama, one of the newest vessels in Carnival's fleet, launched in 2019, and you're going to be on board for 18 fabulous nights as you're heading, of course, to amazing Alaska and Japan. And it's all about fun on Carnival, but as I always say, it's not contrived fun. It is genuine belly laughs, entertainment galore, and just people letting go of their inhibitions when they're on a cruise in the best way possible. As in, you're open to meeting new friends and just having a real proper laugh and just enjoying the finer things in life in the best way possible. Mini golf, water park, loads of activities with the cruise staff team, and also live events in the theatre await you. And if you're travelling with the kiddos, they have got one of the best kids clubs I think I've ever seen. Now, if it's partying the night away that is your flavour, the disco on Carnival is open every night, and that's a little bit rarer to see on cruise ships these days. So, and it's honestly, it's so much fun. 70s night, 80s night, white hot party, Brazilian night. There's the theme going on, and the fun is infectious, shall I say?
And you can be leaving and be on the way back to your cabin and just go out onto one of the decks and think, oh hello, the sun's coming up.
Yeah, I know, right?
Hang on, I didn't think it was that late. But there you go. That's the great thing, because the nightlife is brilliant. The comedy clubs, great production shows, and so much more. So let's go cruising then, shall we?
Oh, let's do it, absolutely. And let's go cruising to one of the most amazing places on Earth, the Great White North. First port, Ketchikan, Alaska, where you can take a Misty Fjords float plane experience. That's my #1 recommendation for this port. It's unforgettable. Then we're on into Sitka, with over 10,000 years of history, from totem poles to incredible natural wildlife in the Fortress of the Bear, which is a bear sanctuary, or you might want to head to see the predator bird sanctuary there as well. Then it's a time to enjoy the sheer audacity and just absolutely overwhelming beauty that encompasses Alaska. It is extraordinary. There's nowhere on earth like Alaska. From these verdant forests to bright blue glacial waters and incredibly imposing landscapes, from seeing bears in their natural habitat to eagles and vultures overhead, and perhaps whales. This is going to be one of the best experiences of your life, without a shadow of a doubt. Wow, what an experience. Then some time at sea sees us into Kushiro, Japan, where you can see more incredible nature, and they're known for their cranes in Kushiro. So you can go to the Crane Sanctuary or the Takcho National Park there, Nature Park. Fisherman's Wharf is also worth a wander. They have some incredible places to see. Then it's Amori, and Amori is known for its incredible castles and shrines. So make sure you take a little tour that's going to show you the best of the best in this port. Then we're embarking in the port for Tokyo. You have 2 nights in a hotel there to see. I always call it the city of the future because that's really what Tokyo is. But it's so much more than that. Yeah. You're going to see the bright lights. Of course, everybody knows this about Tokyo. But then there's the hidden corners that make being in Japan special. You know, that incredible homemade sushi, those beautiful, local welcoming traditions like the tea ceremony, which you can enjoy as well. So here's an overview. Of course, we're flying to Los Angeles to start our trip, enjoying a little day there. Then we're onto the Carnival Panorama, through Alaska, the Great White North, crossing the international date line, finishing up in beautiful Japan before we get to enjoy Tokyo and then going back to Australia. I mean, my word, I don't think I could think of a more diverse trip if I tried. I think this is going to be once in a lifetime.
Certainly ticks a few different boxes all in one, doesn't it? And of course, those stays in LA and Tokyo, if you wanted to extend those and make them longer, then absolutely our team can make that happen for you. Because of course, remember, they are before and after the cruise. So we can play around with those a little bit. And maybe when you went to LA at the start of the holiday before the cruise, maybe there's something else you want to do in America while you're there as well. We can arrange flights to other cities as well pre this cruise. So there's lots of ways of tailoring around this. Of course, we have to build a plan so I can give you a price to go on. So the price that I'm going to give you for August includes the flight from Sydney to LA. We've got 2 nights in a hotel there, 18 nights of fun cruising on the relatively brand new Carnival Panorama, cruising to Alaska and then off to Japan. It's kind of the last place you'd expect to go to from Alaska, but it's a brilliant thing because so many people want to see Japan as well. Amazing itinerary with plenty of time to enjoy the fun of the ship as well. The cruise ends at the port for Tokyo. We've also included 2 nights in a Tokyo hotel there to enjoy the wonders of that incredible city, and of course the flight from Tokyo to Sydney. Now, low deposit today, just $700 each to secure this price tag. And again, you think about how much of the globe we've dotted with this holiday, and now look at that price tag. Now, you know the price of everything, especially travel, because it's really, really difficult. Trying to keep travel prices kind of pinned down is really difficult because it's like trying to knit yogurt, trying to get a cruise and a holiday price together. But because here at CruiseAway, we've been dealing with the hotel brands, the cruise lines, the airlines, with tour operators for over 25 years, we've got well-established relationships and big buying power. Lots of you booking your holidays with us means that we can continue to deliver price tags like this. So a low deposit today of just $700 each gets that price locked in for you. Now, you will want to upgrade while you're on Carnival Panorama. I'm telling you right now, you want to go for a balcony. Let's go look at the upgrade prices so that you can see. Yeah, amazing. Honestly, for where you are going, the part of the world you're cruising in, and to have the full experience on Carnival Panorama. Listen, you're going to have a great inside stateroom. You're going to love it. You will spend very little time there because you're so busy doing and having fun on Carnival. It's literally somewhere to come and get changed between day and night, and somewhere to sleep. That's it, really, to be honest with you, but there are amazing staterooms and cabins on board Carnival Panorama, but the full experience, of course, if you're having that romantic, quiet getaway, is your balcony, or ultimately the suite, maybe. Maybe you're tying the knot, and this ties in really nicely with the honeymoon experience, just saying. Maybe that doesn't have to be the first honeymoon either, by the way. It could be the second, the third, the fifth. You know, it's completely and utterly up to you. Whether it's the same person or someone new sat next to you right now. It's completely up to you. Anyway, listen, have you ever been on a cruise holiday? You might be watching this and you're thinking, well, I didn't really expect to be watching this right now. You're just flicking through on Gecko and here we are. And you think, oh, you can go to all these different places in one holiday. If you've never been on a cruise holiday, I tell you what, you don't know what you're missing.
When you choose to cruise, you'll experience one of the best value holidays with so much included as standard. Your floating resort will take you to multiple destinations in one trip, where you'll wake up to a new view every day and only have to unpack once. Your en-suite accommodation will have everything you need to feel right at home, with a daily service provided by your personal cabin steward. Around the ship, you'll have the opportunity to take part in various activities, which can include quizzes, dance classes, game shows, movie screenings, lectures, and much more. If that sounds too much, then feel free to relax, unwind, and watch the world go by in a solarium or around one of the pools, or even in a hot tub. If you're cruising with a family, then the little ones will be well taken care of, with a range of kids clubs available for all ages from morning till late. Plus, no matter the age, everyone can have a thrilling time with rock climbing walls, zip lines, water parks, skating, simulators, and even bumper cars. When it comes to food, you'll never go hungry on a cruise, with options available right around the clock. Enjoy fine dining with waiter service in one of the main restaurants, or opt for something more casual in the self-service buffet. There's also snacks and room service available too. And as the sun goes down, that's when the ship really comes to life. Every evening, you'll be spoilt for choice when it comes to entertainment, from Broadway-style shows in the lavish theatre to live music, comedy, karaoke, silent discos, as well as onboard nightclubs, allowing you to dance the night away. So, if you want more holiday for less dollar, make sure you choose to cruise.
Choose to cruise, you never go back, that's for sure.
Well, see, most of you knew that already, but we've got new viewers who are joining us all the time as well. And there are some people, can you believe there are some people out there who still have not taken a cruise holiday?
Got to get on it, all over it.
All I would say is why? Why not? Why have you not been on a cruise? Because honestly, as soon as you do it, you get it straight away. You will love it. They say once you're booked, you're hooked, and it's so, so true. Right, should we do some exotic? Well, here's another one of these holidays that you couldn't cover the amount of different places unless you were on a cruise, right? So we're going to Hawaii, the Golden Gate Bridge, Vegas, and Alaska. Now, I know you can't cruise to Vegas, I get that, but it's part of the holiday as well. See, we mix things up. 23 nights going on the 13th of May. Let's start by flying you from Sydney to Hawaii. And how about 4 nights?
Perfect.
Near Waikiki Beach in a lovely hotel.
Yes.
That sounds amazing, doesn't it?
Well, I like this as well because it kind of breaks up the longer journey from Australia, going to the closest proximity that you can fly to in continental US. Well, not continental because it's one of the islands, but this it's not too long a flight, right? So as we know, if you've been there before, so you get to enjoy 4 hours and 4 hours. Oh my! I'll start that again. 4 nights, even 4 hours wouldn't be enough time before we actually fly you to Las Vegas. So this is the next part of your incredible American adventure, and 3 nights in Vegas. And Derek, I know you've just visited Vegas.
I've just been to Vegas. Oh, it's incredible. It's still there, everyone. I was both insulted and entertained by Elvis in one day in Vegas. That's the craziness of Vegas. You'll love it. And you've got 3 nights there. Take in a couple of shows, do all the adventures, have a spin or two. Do you know what? You're going to have a great time. It's fabulous. Lots of adventures to have there.
But wait. There's more, because guess what? We're getting on another plane and we're flying not too far. We're going to San Francisco. Be sure to wear some flowers in your hair, or not, don't worry. You've got 3 nights there. Ride the trams, head to Union Square, Fisherman's Wharf. Make sure you go to the great Golden Gate Park and Bridge, and head to Chinatown for some of the best chow in town for sure. Oh, San Francisco is amazing. You're going to fall in love with it. It's impossible not to be quite honest. Guess what, though? It's time for us to cruise.
Here's the cruise, finally.
And, time to head on to the Carnival Miracle for 11 fabulous nights. And you're just heading to the pier right there in town to join the ship, and you'll get to enjoy everything that Carnival has to offer. And she is, like we mentioned, of course, in the last offer, it's all about fun when you are on board, and the fun is infectious.
Oh, I love actually with the Miracle as well, the theming. See, the theming is slightly different on Carnival Miracle than some of the other ships as well, because it's all kind of based in fantasy. So when you go shopping on the yellow brick road.
Yes.
You know, like Wizard of Oz style.
Yeah.
And there's things like the Phantom Lounge that you can go to as well, which has brilliant shows, and also has a Mad Hatter's Ball tribute to Alice in Wonderland with stand-up comedians there.
Oh, brilliant.
Some of the bars are a little fantasy as well. There's the nightclub, for instance. Dr. Frankenstein's Lab nightclub is 2-story with a the lab styling. It's got gargoyles that are holding up the bar stools, and there's a big monster that looks over the dance floor.
I remember this because I visited this ship a few years ago, and she is really entertaining. I mean, and every space is completely different. This is the thing about Carnival. It does have that Carnival atmosphere.
Oh,
Think of your, famed Mardi Gras in Sydney, all the colour and all the energy of that. You've got that on a ship, basically, but with some of the best food and some of the most gorgeous, luxurious spaces to enjoy as well. So we're cruising out of San Francisco and a couple of days at sea sees us into Alaska, and we're in Icy Strait Point, which is known to have that incredible zip rider experience, longest in the USA. And the lovely thing about that excursion is you can see wildlife, forest canopies and glaciers. Then it's Juneau, the capital of Alaska, only visitable by sea and air, and it's gateway to Mendenhall Glacier and some of the best whale watching on your adventure. Also, Tracy Arm Fjord is just a stone's throw away. Skagway's up next, and this is home of the White Pass and Yukon Railroad, a great little train adventure taking you up to the cusp of Canada and back. And then you have the Dewey Lake Trail, which is honestly one of the best hikes I've ever done in my life. If you can, go up there. We're in Ketchikan next. It has the most enchanting totem park where you can just stroll around and see these beautiful historical totem poles. But you also might want to take in the Great Alaskan Lumberjack Show. That's very entertaining. Prince Rupert Island next in Canada, home of Anne of Green Gables, the famous stories. Very pretty, lots of natural beauty there. You've got the Rapids Trail to enjoy, the Diana Lake Park, or perhaps take a shore excursion as recommended by the ship. A couple of days at sea sees us back into San Francisco. You're not heading home yet. You've got one night in a hotel, and I'm thinking last minute shopping, head to the outlet malls, get any souvenirs that you need to. They're known for their incredible sort of craft industry, San Francisco. So great chocolates, coffee, all of your chili jams. They have it all down at the market there on Pier 88 as well. So here's an overview for you.
Look at that adventure.
I know.
That is so cool. Can I come with you? I would love to go on this holiday. It's fantastic. And I've just come back from Vegas not long ago, but I would gladly go back and show you the sights, because what they say is what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. But this holiday is so much more than that. It's Honolulu, it's Vegas, it's San Francisco, it's Alaska, it's Canada, it's, and it's just some great times. You're going to come back from this and you will definitely want to book another one like it. And you'll be telling anyone that will listen, you've got to do something like this, because you've got so many cool things going on in one holiday, whether it's just you as a couple, whether it's the whole family, it's you and the kids. Absolutely perfect. So again, shopping list of things in the package first. So we're including, of course, the flight from Sydney over to Honolulu, 4 nights stay there, and it's in Waikiki as well, which is a wonderful area in Hawaii to stay. Then you've got the flight from Honolulu to Las Vegas. When you arrive there, you've got 3 nights hotel stay on the Strip, and we always use the coolest hotels as well. If you've got a hotel in mind, by the way, talk to the team. We can make it that hotel if you always dreamed of one. And then, of course, we include the flight from Vegas to San Francisco. Now, that's not too far away. 3 nights in a hotel there, and then of course our cruise with Carnival on the Miracle, cruising to Alaska and Prince Rupert in Canada. The cruise ends back in San Francisco. We have another night booked in to a hotel there before the flight back to Sydney. It's 23 nights in all. The price is awesome, and I really want to come with you. Look at this. Look at this, because this is dream-worthy territory. Do you know what? If you haven't got your next holiday booked in right now, make it this one. How attractive is this in terms of where you're going and the fun you're having in all of those different places, and the stays and the cities that you are exploring and adventuring, and then you're getting the Alaskan cruising with all the wonderful scenery as well on a cruise line that is the biggest cruise company in the world, Carnival. Those wonderful fun ships, so much to do. Honestly, I'm trying to get you to do it, so you'll take me. Under $5,000 each. Let's have a look at the upgrades on board on the Carnival Miracle on this one. So there are your ocean view balcony and suite prices there. They are superb. And again, if you want more details about the ship, they are on our website, of course, cruiseaway.com.au. But if there are any questions you want to ask, maybe you want to tailor that a little bit further. Maybe you're thinking, okay, I want longer in Honolulu, or I want longer in Vegas, or You know, can I go from Vegas to New York, and, you know, can I tailor around the stays in America? Yes, of course you can. Remember, the whole holiday finishes in San Francisco, so if you wanted to take that as an opportunity to say, actually, I want to go from San Francisco to Orlando and go and do the big theme parks over there, then absolutely you could do that before you fly back to Sydney. Do you know what? Use this as a template and then add or tailor as you want to. Our team can make that happen for you very, very easily. 1300 407 687 is our toll-free number. Call us right now. Very excited about that one. We've still got more to show you though.
Yes, we do. And this time we're heading from Sydney to Singapore on the Carnival Splendor. It's going to be 16 nights, leaving on the 21st of July. So you're heading out of Sydney in winter and heading out on a 15-night fun cruise on the fabulous Splendor of the Seas, which is great. Look at the fun on offer. If you're traveling with the kids, by the way, they've got loads of themed characters. They have a fully equipped kids centre. You've got things like your brilliant water slides on board, tons of fun ship activities as well.
Oh yeah, and all the kids clubs are age relevant as well.
They
so
are,
it's not
yes.
like your 13-year-olds are running around playing with little plastic
Nope.
bricks with your 2-year-old.
Teen club for them.
Absolutely, Camp Carnival is really, really cool.
Yep.
Everyone loves the sweet shop,
Oh,
cherry
it's so
on
nice,
top.
isn't it? Delicious burgers on board, Guy's Burgers.
Oh, my word.
The pizzas made to order are some of the best at sea I've ever tried. My goodness. Lovely staterooms, like you'd mentioned, Derek. Super comfortable beds. Tons of different bars, including Havana Bar, which is that Cuban style. Talking of Cuban style, you've got cuisine from all over the world, whether it's comfort food, whether it's fresh salad, whether you want to be good, whether you want to be naughty, whether you want a bit of both. You know, this is the thing, it's your trip, it's your cruise. I want you to take away any conception you might have of what cruising is if you haven't been for some years.
Oh boy.
Because cruising has really and truly moved into 2023 with a lot of the additions.
Well, it rolls around you rather than you having to roll around it.
Yes.
Which is great.
Absolutely.
Right, let's go cruising then, shall we?
Yeah, we're heading out of course, Sydney through to Brisbane as our first port, and this is easy to visit, you know, the Great Barrier Reef, and also to visit fantastic Gold Coast right there as well. Maybe just take a stroll along the brand new developed South Bank. Talking of Great Barrier Reef, we have Ellie Beach. If you've never done a helicopter tour over the reef, I would recommend it. It is an unforgettable experience. Some of the pictures you're going to get of the reef, like nothing else. I mean, it's amazing. Then we're into Cairns, your choice to visit, again, more Barrier Reef or up into the Daintree rainforest to see some of that beautiful natural rainforest, and maybe spot some crocs as well. And then there's the fantastic Barron Gorge National Park. We're into Lombok, Indonesia, which is the unspoilt paradisical island off the coast of Bali, motor vehicle free. Take a fat bike and discover the island by, you know, sand. It's a really fun thing to do, nice and adventurous. Then we're on into Bali, Benua, where you can visit Monkey Forest over in Ubud. Maybe you want to head to the Uluwatu Temple up in the mountain and catch a cultural folkloric show, or maybe visit the paddy fields, the rice fields. Then we're going to be disembarking the ship in Singapore, and we have one night in a hotel to enjoy everything the Garden City has to offer. Maybe you want to take a stroll of the night markets, do some shopping on Orchard Row, or maybe just drink in the incredible scenery of this beautiful East meets West city. And don't forget, a cocktail in Raffles Hotel is obligatory when you're in Singapore. You've got to have a Singapore sling or a Virgin Singapore sling if you're traveling with non-drinkers or kiddos. Has to be done. Keep the napkin, get it signed, and then, of course, have so much to report on when you get home. And his gardens by the bay is amazing.
Yeah, phenomenal.
Here's your overview. Sydney, heading on the Carnival Splendor through to Brisbane Barrier Reef, of course. Then we're into Indonesia, back into Sydney again. A nice little winter escape for you, heading out to the warmer climes and the tropics.
Yeah, I was just thinking as well, this would be a good first-timers cruise, don't you think? I mean, I know it's a 15-night cruise, so that's kind of like a brave decision for your first cruise, but you know you're going to love it. You're guaranteed you're going to love it. And actually, this would be a great first-timers. I say that for another reason as well, because I know the price, and I know you don't know the price yet. In fact, let me show you, because this is why I think it would be a great first cruise, actually. You know, just use two as a couple of the whole family, because look at where we're talking price-wise. I mean, literally, what do you have to lose? if you've never had one of these cruise adventures, that is 15 nights, and there's so much included in that price as well. On board the Carnival Splendor, you've got your food, so much of the dining is included. There are specialty dining restaurants that you can treat yourself to and upgrade to, but so much dining included, so much entertainment, so many activities for the kids, for you, the water parks, you know, the shows in the theatres and whatever. So much is included in that price tag, and it's a lovely itinerary as well. Let's look at upgrades then, if you want to go from inside up to ocean view or indeed up to balcony on that one. But I really do feel, actually, when we were looking through the itinerary and we were looking at the ship, and then I saw the price, and I know I see it before you do, but I was like, yeah, this is perfect first-timers territory, actually. Or maybe you're introducing someone else. Maybe you love cruising, but you've got, you know, some friends who haven't yet been on a cruise, and you think, okay, do you know what? We'll take them on this one because, one, the price is absolutely brilliant. Bear in mind, this is the biggest name in cruising in the world with Carnival. You really can't go wrong with that, can you? They are the biggest name out there in the business, which is just incredible. It's for July next year, so in terms of planning, brilliant. You know, I don't think anyone's got their diary for next year yet, have they? Apart from, I mean, if you did have one, it would be people's birthdays in it. That would be it so far, right? That's all that would be in there, and maybe one wedding. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
One wedding would be in next year's diary, and apart from that, you are free to do exactly what you want. Maybe you are just looking at that last adventure and thinking, actually, do you know, actually, that's a good point. Let's give that one a try. It's really good value for money. Now, second question you might have is, okay, I've never done business with CruiseAway before. I've never booked a holiday with you. Can I be brave to trust you to do it? The answer is yes.
With over 25 years of travel experience, when booking with CruiseAway, you're dealing with the cruise specialists. We can tailor-make the perfect holiday for you, adding hotel stays and exciting land tours so you can fully immerse yourself in the destinations you're visiting. We allow you to spread the cost of your holiday. Just pay a deposit today, and then you have until the due date to pay your balance. You can browse our deals online at cruiseaway.com.au or call us toll-free and speak to one of our experienced cruise consultants based right here in Australia. Plus, as a fully accredited member of CLIA, AFTA and ATAS, you have total confidence and complete peace of mind when booking with us. CruiseAway, you know you want to.
And you know, like all good shows, you can have too much of a good thing. So that's where I know. But that's where today's inspiration comes to an end, certainly for this show. Don't forget, of course, we're here on Gecko every day, 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock in the afternoon. All the shows are very different. And if you've got any ideas, by the way, for shows, things that you would like to see on the shows, please, by all means, get in touch. studio@cruiseaway.com.au is our email address, because we are certainly open to ideas, aren't we?
Oh, absolutely. We'd love to hear what you have to say. What are you enjoying about this channel? Let us know maybe any trips you've booked recently as well. And as always, our team is on hand to answer any questions that you need to and create the ultimate holiday package for you. That's what we're here for. And that's why we've been in business for many decades, doing what we're best at.
Absolutely, we do. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.